Alrighty, everybody, what's going on? It is the Crypto Brew Show, where we are drinking brews and talking about it. It is September 11th, 2018, and I am joined by, or with, I should say, Roan. How you doing out there, man?
What up, Charlie and Crypto World? Man, it's sad days for the crypto universe, but what goes down must come up. I'm drinking some moonshine, actually, that I got in Yellowstone.
Oh, that's how
delicious.
Bad the market is, huh?
Yes, I couldn't even afford beer.
Fair enough. I am over here drinking a fatty Pacifico. Let's go. Please drink responsibly. Alrighty, let's go ahead and jump right over to our disclaimer.
The information provided on the show does not constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other sort of advice. Crypto Brew Show is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Conduct your own due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.
Hashtag NAFAMU, not a financial advisor, my own opinions, and hashtag BYOB, we did you? Jumping on over to the state of the market here, not looking great. Global market cap down under 200 at 192 billion, 24-hour volume of 11 billion, and Bitcoin dominance going up almost to 57% at 56.85%. Bitcoin sitting at the top at $6,300, down 14% in the last 7 days. Ethereum down 35% to 183. Ripple XRP sitting at 26 cents, down 20%. Bitcoin Cash down 30% at $434. And at number 5, we have EOS at $495, down 23.84%. I mean, that's all we need to say, right? That's just how.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it hurts.
We should have, our disclaimer should have been avert your ears. Just
Fair
don't
enough.
even listen.
Fair enough. And then gainers and losers here. Do we have any gainers here, Roan?
Dude, surprisingly, yes. I mean, of course, you're always going to have the some coins making some people some money. Looks like our biggest gainers are Emmercoin, up 56%, APIS at 43% up. Odyssey, which is a cool project, check that out, 33% up. And GoChain, I'm familiar with that one too. Looks like it's up 16%. That's also a pretty good project, in my opinion. Losers. Oh, man. I only recognize 2 of these. Nexty, never heard of it, down 28.9%. Sentiment, down 25%. Never heard of it. And one of my favorite projects is on here too, unfortunately, Smart Cash. You're hurting my feelings.
Not very smart. And you know why Nexty is down so much is because their logo there looks like the old, I think, of Blockbuster. Probably dating myself a little bit there. That's why, because it's just
right.
There is a coin that is not on the losers that has been on the losers pretty much the entirety of our running shows. But
yes, I noticed, man.
We're going to not mention that because I think this is the first time we're able to not. So we'll leave it at that. Going over to the heat map again, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Hold on to the seat of your pants. If you believe in blockchain, you believe in crypto, you shouldn't be worried that it's going to go to zero or anything. It's you just hold on. Hold on. All right. Market news. Headliners. Our first headline today is the Elad effect, how the SEC's new commissioner changes things for Bitcoin ETFs. This one comes from Medium. Roan, how do you feel about the new commissioner and what this poses for the future ETFs? Because they're going to happen.
They will happen. There's no doubt about that. It's just the timeline of it. So, all right, let me break this down at a macro level. So, Republicans are traditionally pro corporations, pro big business, right? if these big businesses such as banks or whoever, IBM, have an opportunity to make money in the crypto space, especially with it being so down right now, these big corporations, they want to make money, right? So if there's an opportunity for them to do that in X market, they will do that as long as it's legal. So what I see this leading to is Mr. Elad, strange last name, Roisman. I don't know. Anyway, I see this leading to institutional money, corporate money, possibly even banks. This could be the guy that gets that money into the crypto space. But hopefully the Republicans don't continue the trend of leaving out the regular folks like us who are not yet wealthy, but we want to be.
Fair enough. And I think, in the end, the greedy will always find ways to be more greedy. And I think a lot of people over there sitting on the bench and on the voting council, if you will, they want part of this. They want to get in. They want to stick their greedy paws in there. They know there's money to be made here. So, hashtag NAFAMU, but I think it's only a matter of time before these ETFs start becoming mainstream, accepted, and then it's just off to the races. So, interesting article. Interesting. All right, next article. Crypto trading has gone mainstream in 2018. Wow. Apparently, Yahoo, the 6th most popular website according to the Alexa ranks, has now accepted or put cryptocurrency trading into their Yahoo Finance platform. What are your thoughts on this, man?
It's going to be huge. But no, really. Okay, so 6th most popular website. I have no idea what that means as far as like daily traffic, but I'm sure it's a mind-blowing amount of people. And obviously all those people aren't, using specifically the Yahoo Finance aspect of Yahoo. But when you have that many people going to one place, and the place is going to be saying, hey, look here, you can use crypto through us now. That's huge because this is a global website, and in the US for us, man, like everybody knows what Yahoo is, and fantasy football, Yahoo is absolutely the most popular platform for fantasy football, which is blowing up. Every year it's getting bigger and bigger. But that being said, this should drive traffic into crypto because their finance platform, which are the people who are already investing and involved in that market, now they're going to have the option to dabble in crypto as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Dabble.
And I think it like you said, it's there's so many eyes on Yahoo every day. People going, looking up news, not necessarily going to finance, but it will give the eyes to Bitcoin, and people will see it, and they'll start asking about it. And once things start looking on the up and up, God knows when that's going to happen, but when it does happen, it's just more people are just going to see it and they want to learn about it, and it's going to be good. I like it.
You know what we should do? We should ask Jeeves what Bitcoin is going to top out at this year. Jeeves.
I forgot about Ask Jeeves. Man, Jeeves helped me with my homework way back when. All right. Let's see. I wonder how popular the Ask Jeeves website is. I'm moving on to the next article here. What the world's governments are saying about cryptocurrencies. This one comes from Bloomberg. And it's a pretty interesting map here. If you're listening, I'm sorry you can't see the map, but it's just a map of the world and its visual guide to regulation in key countries. The big notable ones that have tight regulation is China, mostly. They outright banned it, and they still haven't really said anything about that. But the ones that are fairly tight on it still are U.S., Canada, Russia, India, Australia, Brazil, a few of the African countries. So it's pretty interesting article here. What are your thoughts on the regulation? Do you think we're actually moving forward? Do you think some countries are trying to stifle our regulation moving forward? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I think it's just still heavily in limbo. And you know, the ETFs, the reasons those got denied were because the SEC was saying this market is complete on a worldwide scale. Bitcoin is completely it's the Wild West. You know, there's no control over anything. It is possible for it to be manipulated, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know that there has actually been any progress this year. Most of what you're seeing on this chart in the as the light purple color, it's basically just gray areas where there is no regulation yet because it's still undecided. And obviously, you know, you see like China, you know, and I'm sure we all know, you know, China is pretty much banning anything crypto, but they are embracing blockchain technology. So I don't know. I mean, this is just wait and see. Make sure you watch it.
I mean,
pay attention.
It's only a matter of time before China lifts their ban. I mean, and I feel like blockchain and cryptocurrency are just going to go hand in hand, regardless of whether you want them to, because clearly our monetary policies are not exactly working. So something's got to give.
Right, yeah.
Something's got to give, and they're certainly not going to sit on the sidelines and let all these countries pass them up in this crazy new environment and whatnot. So pretty interesting. Definitely, like you said, a lot of stuff still up in the air. It'd be really nice to see. I mean, there are some countries stepping forward. I mean, they got Malta. The Marshall Islands were mentioning that they want to have their own cryptocurrency as a second legal tender to the U.S. dollar. U.S. isn't too happy about that, obviously, because they don't want to lose the U.S. dollar world reserve currency. But I mean, that's not going to be a thing forever. It's just not.
Well, I mean, and you know, I think the biggest progress is, you know, we talked about it a couple weeks ago. Russia came out with an entirely new sector of finance to define crypto. So it's not currency and it's not property. It's something in between. And Russia officially designated a spot for crypto, which, I mean, that is progress right there. So.
Yep. So again, things are happening. You just got to be patient. Alrighty. Our next article here, the SEC suspends exchange-traded Bitcoin and Ether investment vehicles. This one comes from CoinDesk. This one was actually brought to us by Jojo, our financial guru. Our Juru? Is that work? Man, he's not even here. What are your initial thoughts on this one from what Joe is sharing with us?
I mean, I think I've got my head wrapped around this. Basically, I think what this article is saying is that any ETF or ETP, any kind of electronically traded property, for lack of a better word, is going to be suspended, it looks like. And this would be on, you know, the CBOE or all these official licensed exchanges where you would find your regular stocks. So it looks like there's going to be a temporary suspension of this stuff. You know, and Joe had mentioned something about the Winklevoss power play here. I don't know what he's getting at specifically, but we'll talk about something in regards to them in our next article.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything to say about the power play per se, but I mean, would you be surprised if you heard something like the Winklevoss twins are behind this and trying to block everybody else out from getting their ETPs, ETFs, ETNs, all of them out and trying to get theirs out first? I mean,
no. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
So,
look, man, whoever's the first one to do it, I mean, they're gonna make a fortune.
Yeah, Absolutely.
So it's super competitive, man. And any edge they can find, they're gonna take advantage of.
Yep. Which I think they did find an edge here on our next article. Winklevoss twins Gemini launches U.S. pegged dollar cryptocurrency, and we all know what a stable coin is. We had a episode on that not too long ago, and now they're sticking their hand in the cookie jar as far as stable coins go and launching their own Gemini dollar. And what are your initial thoughts on the Winklevoss twins doing a stable coin?
Man, this is awesome. We've talked about Tether many times on the show, and even the other stable coins out there. And I think we need a regulated stable coin. Now, we've mentioned this before. It's necessary, and unfortunately, Tether has been necessary, but the problem is they refuse to open up on the truth, and they won't go public with their holdings and whatnot. So forget the secrecy. Winklevoss says, hey, we're going to make this legit. This is awesome. And I've never used the Gemini platform before, but I'm going to now.
Yeah, absolutely. And a couple points to be made. I mean, Tether, like I said before in the past, on their website, it states that you can't exchange a Tether for anything on their website. You're not guaranteed to get anything for the Tether that you have. And with the Gemini dollar, you can actually trade it for actual US dollars back into your bank account. And as you said, it's going to be audited by the top auditors in the US, and apparently it's going to be eligible for FDIC insurance, which is something not many cryptocurrencies can say. So that's pretty interesting. Again, it's just something that we need in the space, and it'll definitely be used. That's for sure. So it's good to see them doing this, and something that we could kind of trust our money in when the markets are doing what they're doing. So alrighty, those are our articles for this week. Now we jump over to the beer of the week, and that is Pacifico. Pacifico, a delicious Mexican beer, Pilsner lager, 4.5% ABV. Absolutely delicious. Comes out of Grupo Modelo, and it's absolutely delicious. I love it. It's probably one of my favorite Mexican beers out of all of them. Out of all the Corona, Modelo, Dos
Equis.
Yeah, yep. But
Modelo.
no, absolutely delicious. If you see it on the shelves, give it a taste. Again, it's one of your just typical Mexican beers. Maybe throw a little lime in there. Go on the beach, relax, go out in the sun. It's absolutely delicious. So that is it. Going on to the question of the week. Question of last week, we wanted to know what the 24-hour volume of ETH would be on this week's show. I said 2 billion. You said 1.65 billion. And JoJo said 1.72 billion. And the answer to that was, woo, were you close? Hot
Real
dog.
close.
And you didn't even go over.
I know. I was about to say.
That's
I done
impressive.
did good.
That's impressive. Here is your virtual brew for you. Not moonshine, sorry.
Make it a Pacifico. I'm good with that.
There we go. All right, next week's question here. Will Monero surpass Cardano in the top 10? If you were paying attention in the beginning of the show, Monero was number 10 and Cardano was number 9. They're very close. I think they're 7 billion? Not 7 billion. 700. I don't know how. They're close. In market cap terms, they're close. I clearly wasn't paying attention.
It's like $300,000 difference or something.
There you go. All right. So, do you think Monero can pass Cardano? Or you think Cardano will keep its lead?
So when I look at the top 10, I see Bitcoin, Ethereum. 3 and 4 are occupied by Ripple and Bitcoin Cash, which are crap coins in my opinion. But Litecoin, I would say, is kind of Monero's, I don't know, rival. I know they're different. Like one is a privacy coin, but as far as like large scale adoption, I could see Litecoin being more friendly to countries who want to regulate this. So like, I don't know if we're talking long term. I know for just the question of the week, we're just talking next week, but I'm gonna say Cardano stays ahead, keeps that number 9 spot over Monero.
All right. Well, for me, I will be the devil's advocate then and say it drops and Monero sneaks past it and goes to at least number 9 in that top.
So do
10.
you think Cardano is going to get beat out by other coins too, or do you think they'll just swap their 9
swap?
and 10?
I don't know. I don't think Cardano is going to drop that much. I mean, everything's dropping, but just for the sake of this question, I just think they swap places. I don't know. I don't really see any coins jumping past them in the top 10, at least for the foreseeable future. Alrighty. Yeah. Well, let us know your answer in the comments down below. Will Monero surpass Cardano in the top 10 by next week? And that is our show. So, Roan, any last minute thoughts?
Guys, once again, we got a lot of stuff happening in the regulation aspect, the SEC stuff, and then all the corporate money coming into crypto. And every week it seems like we get better and better news about the going mainstream in crypto and all that. So keep your chin up, look forward, and get ready for big things.
Absolutely. I like it. I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been the Crypto Brew Show. Like and subscribe below for more show. We will see you next week. Cheers.
Peace.